I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it a back day. Yeah, I got game, God in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it turnpike miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the newest edition of Once a Week. I'm Giannouloudis, and this week's video marks the first video in year 4 of the Once a Week series. And it's pretty cool that the ideas have been flowing to continue to put out these messages to you guys for so long. So I appreciate you dedicating your time to watching even one of these messages. And I hope that they've helped you in some way in your life, because that's truly been the goal all along. And all that being said, for this week's message, an idea came to me when my mind was just running. And it was running because one of the role models that I looked up to growing up was tragically killed last weekend with his daughter and 7 other passengers in a helicopter accident. That being Kobe Bryant. I think that news story devastated the world because of how tragic it was, of course, but also because of how many lives were touched by the greatness of Kobe Bryant. You know, I look back at research, and I don't know in recent years a death that humbled the world in such a way where everyone was able to come together and mourn, even for a moment. You know, at least in my own experiences, there weren't talks of war or the he said, she said from the media the last week, because everyone was struck by this story. But why it humbled the world, even for a moment, was not just because he was a basketball player whose list of accolades went on and on. No. Kobe was different. Kobe Bryant's life message was, I want to be the best, and I'm going to do everything I can to be the best, period. They called him the Black Mamba, and his Mamba mentality was to put in the work, and when you're done, the question is raised of if you can do more. And if there's anything left in the tank, then you do more. His Mamba mentality consists of him researching, studying, learning about his opponent so he can beat them on the court every which way possible. Researching how to be the best at whatever he felt he needed to work on. That mentality is today's message. Because that, to me, is one of the most powerful messages Kobe's story leaves behind to those of us who didn't know him in person, but were inspired by who he was as a person. Are you actually putting in the work to be the best? Is there anything left in the tank when you turn that light out at night? Could you do one more drill? Read one more page? Do one more rep in the gym? Push yourself just a little bit more through that pain barrier to allow yourself to change into something or someone better. I believe one of Kobe's quotes when asked about his work ethic was, pain doesn't tell you when you ought to stop. Pain is the little voice in your head that tries to hold you back because it knows if you continue, you will change. That's Kobe Bryant. That's work ethic. That's the Mamba mentality. And then I question myself, and you may question yourself. I dedicate time to my dream. I practice for this. I practice for the stages. I train for this. I want this. But is there something left in the tank that I could be using? What would happen if I pushed myself even more through that barrier? What would happen if you and I both pushed ourselves to a different level this year? See, that level was the norm for Kobe Bryant, and it created a legacy for him to leave behind. What if we reached that level in our lives, in our own pursuits? What would we leave behind? I kept thinking and thinking after Kobe Bryant's death. Legacy. It just kept ringing in my head. Legacy. A life that lives on after you have passed on. That's legacy. Not just passing on the prizes of your life onto your kids and your grandkids, but inspiring them to pursue a great life because that's how you lived yours. Inspiring those who you've never met before, but they hear of your story and your dedication. That's legacy. Live a life that lives on after you have passed on. That can be your legacy. We remember the greats because of what they left behind, because they put the work in to get there and to pass it on. Kobe Bryant did that. And I'm sure if you look up to anyone, they did it too. So that mentality, that work ethic, that dedication, will that become part of your life so you can leave a legacy behind? I can assure you, I'm taking that mentality into year 4 once a week and in all areas of my life. And you can do the same. If there's any evidence Kobe left behind, it's that it works. We only have so much time on this earth. Use it the right way. My thoughts and prayers go out to the families of everyone that was aboard that helicopter. Above everything, I thank you, Kobe, for the inspiration, because I know it wasn't just me who was inspired. I know there's so many other people, there's kids out there that were just inspired by that mentality, that spirit that you have. And that's what lives on. Guys, take this message, run with it. Be inspired by one of the greats that you look up to. Was it Kobe? Maybe. Was it someone else? I hope there's someone that inspired you. Take that mentality. Take it into your life. Run with it. See where you can get to. The door's open. Year 4. Until next week, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it a back bay.